It is time for our final match of the evening. Jeff and Billy back here with University of Hawaii Manoa versus University of Texas at Arlington. These are two teams that we saw face off in the Power Series back in April, May. Of course, UTA. I mean, this squad, Billy.
Adverse and Samba and Nova. Hi. They won it all last season. So, that's looking good for them. They got a new esports arena going in the off season, or the esports hub. I'm sorry. Let me get my verbiage correct here. But, University of Hawaii Manoa returning 3 starters from last spring split. So, the synergy is going to be there. Hopefully it's a little bit more competitive than our last series. But we shall see what we shall see. I want to see if UTA are going to continue their winning ways. With the lineup they have right now, that's their championship winning squad going up against the 3 stars from Hawaii. They qualified for the EGF Power Series, so, they weren't just a knockoff team. They actually earned their way into that as well. So, This should be a competitive match, at least on paper. We'll see how the early season jitters hits both these teams, but I'm looking for Adverse just to get a lot of work done. Nava and Adverse are very ball hoggy, according to the rest of their team. So, we'll see. We'll see if Samba can Captain Samba can get a touch of the ball here and there, or they're just going to be relegated to the third man role.
Well, it's kind of the LeBron James thing, right? Like, just give the ball to LeBron and guy will score. Like, that's what Samba and Nava can do here. Like, they're so talented. They can just drive the ball all the way down the pitch and make plays. We saw it time and time again. These are names that you are certainly familiar with if you have kept up with EGF at all through the past year. All-stars, absolute all-stars, all 3 of them. And both of these cities, both of these schools are very well versed in the esports scene. Arlington, Texas hosts one of, if not still, the biggest esports arena in the entire country. University of Hawaii at Manoa. They hosted Overwatch. Every playoffs, including the grand finals, was all played on their campus. Both these teams heavily investing in the esports scene, and this is our match of the day as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah, just seeing what we saw from the Overwatch League. Of course, we being Overwatch casters ourselves, man. University of Hawaii Manoa. That is, the standard for what I would expect to see from an esports program. They absolutely showed up and showed out and put out a fantastic show. And now, UTA, they've got the esports arena there in Arlington, not too far from you, where our beloved Dallas Fuel play. So, we'll get to see what this new esports hub means to UTA. But, out the gate, Samba looking in the back position.
And just to have the facilities to be able to host a large scale T1 event, it just goes to show how much passion and pride University of Hawaii have in their squad. But they're on the back foot right out of the gate. The Adverse kind of stole it from Nava in their own right. Nava was coming in for the shot. Adverse sent it into the corner, waiting for it midfield. Adverse is going to put it up high. Samba chases it down, tries to put it in front of the net, but it's sent wide.
Yeah, right now out the gate, just a little bit of a feeling out phase here for both the teams. Yefika is actually the newcomer to the team, so we're seeing one of these new Hawaii Manoa players on the pitch right out the gate and already making an impact on the game.
Yeah, we didn't know a whole lot about this squad coming in when you get a chance to really speak with them, but what we do know is Adverse is able to put home the first goal, and as expected, your defending champs take the early lead or will take the lead. Oh, man, look at that play. Just the coordination between these teams. They are a hive mind, Billy.
Always have been. As far as I've been able to watch them, their synchronicity is so beautiful. The synergy is always there. Let it happen. Let it see what is all the hype about. Let's see if these returning champions can get out the gate with a nice early season win.
And from the 3 players we're seeing on the other side of the pitch here in green, there's only one returning player from University of Hawaii, and that is Sadaki. No, we do have someone is returning as well, excuse me, as I see my notes here. But neither of them are enough to stop Nava, who puts up the second goal early in this game 1.
Yeah, nice little pass there from Adverse, the nice little worm burner. And I mean, it just had some serious venom behind it as well. So early 2-0 lead, just a little over a minute 15 off the clock here in our first game of this series. We'll see if Hawaii can get on the board and get a little bit of offensive pressure going.
And Samba with the clear, chasing it up themselves, and already puts it into the green half, creating that offensive pressure you're talking about. But it's for UTA, I'm afraid. Ball does get cleared down. Samba goes to the sky, passes over to Nava, who pushes it off the wall, trying to make something happen in the goal, but it's sent back the other way. Somewhat comes up, able to steal it out of midfield. Adverse is going to keep it out from in front of the UTA net. And the battle for possession continues here in midfield of the ball. Nava walks away with it, has an opportunity, but it's sent wide by someone.
Yeah, and right now all the aerial battles are going in favor of the Mustangs from UTA. So I think, if you're Manoa right now, you've got to get up in the air and start challenging 50-50s in the aerial battles. Otherwise, this is going to be one-way traffic as far as the aerials go.
Oh, but I mean, the entire squad of UTA are so good in the air. We saw just so many highlight plays come out from them throughout the previous seasons at EGF. Samba does get demoed on that one, perhaps creating some opportunity, but even down one, there's still a rocket of a shot coming through. Yef guys are able to get up and deflect it and keep the deficit only to 2 for UH. Another one sent wide as somewhat comes through, pushes that one down midfield. Try to buy a little space for UH to get something going. Nice pass, nice follow through. Somewhat gets rid of the goose egg.
Yeah, I mean, that's great work. Getting up in the air and challenging them in the air yields them a goal. So, as I said, you can't just let teams do what they want to do. You got to get up there and challenge them, no matter if it's on the ground, if it's on the air, if it's on the walls. It doesn't matter. Just get up in your face. You never know what's going to happen with the ball.
Patiently waiting, UH gets the ball just sitting over their heads. They've got to fall back, try to keep it out in front of the net. Otherwise, Samba would certainly capitalize. But UH are successful in doing so. Now looking to counterpunch back out of 2v1, but cannot open up an opportunity. Samba looking to strike back the other way. These are two very aggressive squads we are seeing here right now, Billy. Adverse patient play with the pass. Nava can't quite get a solid connect.
That is unfortunate, but I mean, great patience. I mean, Yefika and Somewhat right now, their defensive rotations are actually kind of nutty. And loving what I'm seeing out of both of them. Let's see if they can get a touch of the ball. Yes, Yefika will be back in defense. Now you got to break up this midfield stale battle off the crossbar.
Oh, wow. And one of the defenders I didn't quite catch, who got right in front of Nava, who was looking for the rebound shot, but instead ran into the defender themselves. Way to interrupt the play. What a read from the defense. And UH are still in this thing. The ball bouncing in front of their net. Samba able to break it, maybe put that dagger into UH right there.
Oh, that's
an unfortunate bounce.
It really was. And, that's an own goal.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Yeah, hate to see it. I thought it was an own goal, but I didn't want to call it until I saw the replay. So now, coming out the gate, 2-goal lead, 50 seconds left. Sadaki has got to get themselves inserted into this game a little bit more.
Iver's going up high. There's an aerial challenge you've been looking for. Somewhat able to send it downfield into the corner. Nava grabs a big boost. Able to push past one. Oh, gets knocked back. As it looked like a little confusion there from UH. Two of their players kind of ran into each other looking to get that ball. And it ends up neither of them with possession. Is now UTA with 17 seconds on the clock, have possession, and they're kind of slowing down this pace. You can see they're just playing for ball control right now. Adverse gets demoed, ball bouncing in front of the blue net, but there's no members of UH to be found. As UTA sending it deep, won it down here in front of the green net for the last few seconds. And UTA will take game one. It wasn't a blowout, though, Billy. UH kept it competitive.
UH is kind of defensively clean. They got beat on a couple of, one own goal and then a couple of really well orchestrated goals. So, I'm going to call it 2-1, even though the final score was 3-1. Hawaii is actually playing very well defensively. Their rotations in the back third are really nice. The problem is translating that to offense. And they're still getting beat, more times than not in the aerial battles, Jeff. So what I want to see, I want to see them get physical, not only on the ground, but I also want to see them get physical in the air. I don't care if it's just a small touch or if it's a rip, roar, and blaze you in the side attempt on the ball. Get up in the air, get them out of their comfort zone. We saw it a couple times that happened. When they got up in the air and they challenged either Adverse or Nava up in the air, good things happened. Ball got into the offensive third. I just don't think that they trusted themselves enough once they got those aerial battle wins to proceed forward and push on the advantage.
And just because you lose a 50 doesn't mean that that wasn't the right play. I mean, that could still have been the best play to keep pressure on, and you let your opponents know, in this case UTA, that they're not going to get that space for free. Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, no.
Samba. Oh, that was filthy.
That was beautiful. It's a beautiful game.
I mean, I think Adverse really should get credit for that goal, honestly.
Samba set it up with the cross pass. I mean, seriously, it was the switch pass, and then it was just a little give and go right there, and he just stopped right in front of the goal. I mean, that's for me, that's a beautiful goal because it was so well orchestrated, it was so well constructed. And the final joy there, I mean, it was stylish too. Got to go for the goal of the week there.
Oh, speaking of stylish, Samba's going to put a second one up. I mean, that was just a beautiful shot from midfield. But I agree, that first goal, I mean, like that might be contender for goal of the week. But still, hey, you take it any way you can. And Samba took that one clean. 2-0 lead.
2 in a row for Samba as well. A traditional third man back for UTA. Decided they want to get their gold star in their name and highlights as well, and absolutely showing us how it's not getting a demo to boot.
Small opportunity here. A 3v2. Saki doing an okay job of staying with him, but Adverse is eventually going to walk away with the ball. Then it comes around with a cross and is able to find the block. Steal Samba of the hat trick, at least temporarily. And UH doing a good job of hanging on here and keeping him within striking range, at least, of UTA. Samba coming back in, wants that hat trick. Ball gets knocked down. Nava up in the air, loses the 50. Ball into the corner. UTA still keeping pressure on as UH rotate around, put 2 in the box. Third man in deep, controlling Samba at the midfield. Ball goes right to Samba. As a matter of fact, he's going to push it back down. Nava with the demo. Adverse in the sky. Nava with the shot. The goal. Samba,
okay.
Excuse me.
Good Lord. That could also be a candidate. 1, 2, and 3. That's just a beautifully constructed goal once again. I don't know if it's still as stylish as the halt screeching emergency e-brake there on the first goal from Samba, but that is a hat trick for the traditional backman for UTA. So, man, they're spreading the love around here, and Samba is getting themselves definitely inserted into the MVP contest.
And it's what I can tell is UTA have not missed a beat here, Billy. Look at this. Adverse puts up yet another. And, I mean, UH, again, they're Power Series qualifiers. Like, this is not a rollover squad, but everybody just pales in comparison, at least traditionally, to UTA. And they're looking to keep that tradition going as we enter Season 3 in fall 2021.
Oh, my gosh. Jeff, this is starting to be very eerily reminding me of last season of how dominant UTA were. I think they held their cards a little close to the chest coming out the gate. But now they are firing on all cylinders. They're back into match readiness. Every team gets early season jitters, but let me tell you what, they have started to open a can of you-know-what on the unsuspecting heads of Hawaii here.
And UTA have always been really good at just taking a few minutes in the opening game or even the entire opening game and figuring out how much space the opponent's going to give them. And then they will adapt and they will take that space, as we see Samba do just there. Look at how much room they have. They're pushing them all the way back. You have 2 defenders in the corner, the other sitting helplessly in the box. The rest is all UTA. They have all this room to work. UH have got to do something to adapt.
4 goals in the game here for Samba. And I mean, yeah, you've got to change up your play style here, Hawaii. You've got to get forward. You've got to stop shelling up in the defensive third. they're going to get their shots on goal. You've got to create some kind of separation and pressure. Otherwise, UTA is just going to have a shooting gallery.
Trying to just do a little dump and chase, but Nava will chase it down. A little touch there. It's going to fall in front of Sadaki, put it in front of the net. That one's going to bounce back. Nobody there for the rebound. Opted for the defensive posture. Didn't want to give up the counterattack. Understandable, but it could have been a missed opportunity here from UH.
But it was better. It was better, Jeff. It was better rotation. It was better aggression. It was better passing, and this should be a goal.
This is a 3v0 downfield. The shot goes high. Oh, the newcomer to the UH squad. Hey, follow up. That one goes wide. Now Yevka trying to chase it down. Actually, Sadaki who gets that touch. And some good looks there, but UH still not able to convert. Maybe an opportunity here. No, the block from Adverse.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, but they're doing better. They're starting to venture and get out of their turtle show. They're poking their heads out and taking a look at the wide open world where there's a goal on the other side that they can shoot at.
Oh my goodness, so there was an opportunity there. Somewhat tried to come in and do like the jump and get the redirect, but it was a difficult shot, not quite able to find what they were looking for. Ball is going to drift back towards the green half. Rotation's coming through. Adverse goes over the top as the ball drops in front of the net. That one sent off into the corner. Shot goes high. Nava coming in looking for the rebound. That one is going to go just off the top crossbar. Adverse now looking for one. That one left of the mark. Here comes UTA with a flurry of shots. And UH scrambling to try to put the brakes on this attacking UTA.
Yep, and I still say, you got to get up there and challenge. And I mean, I love the fact that they're trying to at least get better. From the 2-minute 30 mark on here in the second game, Jeff, University of Hawaii has looked way better than they did in the first series.
And that was the adjustments that we were talking about. I mean, that's whatever team can adjust quicker to the play style and maintain strong mental fortitude. I think those are two of the most important aspects of Rocket League.
10 seconds left here. It's a done deal here. I want to see a consolation goal. At least get the goose egg off the board so that you don't go down 5-0, but it's going to be a 5-0 goal unless the FK can get something off the gate.
Nope, Naya's going to steal it. Adverse is going to send it wide and look for a 6th goal on the other side. It won't go, but the result in the end is the same. That's a 2-0 lead for the University of Texas at Arlington. The Mavericks are on match point.
Samba with a goal of the week. Consideration, maybe 2 there. I mean, just beautiful work out of them. That's a total of 8 shots versus 5. I mean, that's a great completion percentage there for Arlington. And I tell you what, they have not missed a beat coming off of season number 2. Your grand champions there. And I mean, they won the Power Series as well. I mean, this is just fantastic work out of UTA once again. Maybe this new esports hub has given them even more impetus to move forward and be better. And we will see if they can close this out 3-0. Or can Hawaii steal a match away from them here and get a 2-1 loss? But it's still going to be, taking something that a lot of teams didn't do last season, and that's take a map off of them.
Well, I mean, 5 shots to 2 for UH in that second game compared to their first. The last half of that second game looked much better, as the majority of UTA's goals came in the first 2 minutes. So, I mean, hey, here's hoping. I mean, we always want to see the best matches we can. We want to see the best Rocket League we can. It would not hurt my feelings to see UH try to come back on them. But once again, they're going to fall early, as UTA managed to put one home. Big pass all the way off the wall. Sama back to Adverse. And that's a goal at the 29-second mark.
Adverse stole that from Sama. That was going to be a goal regardless of who touched it last. Goal thief! Adverse is a goal thief.
Ball those stats.
But, I mean, it's still, always following up on the play. I mean, that's the beauty of traditional soccer, and it's the same thing in Rocket League. You never know what's going to happen unless you follow the ball. And, being there on cleanup duty is exactly what the doctor was ordered there. And, I want to see Hawaii, time up. I want to see Arlington under some pressure and Yeah, we're back into the defensive mindset again.
Wow. I mean, you were talking about styling. Oh my goodness, that had style in spades. That had downright swagger on that goal, Billy.
You'll love to see it. Minute off the clock here. Let's see what Somewhat and company can get done here. The rotations just seem to be a little bit off as well. That's what another thing that I'm noticing, Jeff, is that they're just a little bit behind in their rotations. And Adversity Company, they are firing in every single cylinder they got.
As we have come to know and expect of this squad. And then once again, it's UH going down early in the match. They seem to improve, and they're able to put a goal up, the first since early in game 1, and they've cut the lead in half.
Yep, that's just a seeing eye goal. A little bit of a whiff there. Samba, question mark. Looking at
those.
You take those.
You take those.
You absolutely take those. So, you know, that'll give them a little bit of wind under their wings, see what they can build off of this.
Oh my God. No! Oh, the little slowdown. That was incredible. Adverse sees the defender coming and tries to redirect it. And it's just like, nope, that's you get nothing. That ball is 100% Adverse's, and you are not allowed to touch it. UTA increased their lead. It's 3-1 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in game 3.
I mean, if that was traditional soccer, I would have called that a nutmeg, because he just completely broke his ankles. I mean, thought there was going to be a redirect on it, just fake it out and let it go through. And Nava is doing Nava things and being an absolute pest in front of the net.
Yeah, just impeccable ball control. And it forces so much pressure. It forces 2 people to commit into the corner for UH, which opens up the rest of the field for UTA to get work done. And that's just the strength of these players. You have to commit so much to robbing them of the ball. I mean, look at Sama, just drives it down past 1, loses control in the middle, but there's Adverse right there to pick it up. I mean, as if planned, as if it was just a pass off of the defender right to Adverse. I mean, that's just
what it was.
Fantastic positioning is what that is, and what we're seeing is the result. Nava easily going to deflect away that shot, and then takes it around Someone. Talk about breaking ankles. Someone just left at the DOS. Adverse not going to go downfield with it, trying to beat 2. Can't quite get the redirect off the hood. Demo comes in onto Samba, and UH are looking to strike back. We've got an opportunity here, lob up. Nava's going to easily come in and send that one wide. And it was actually UH who pushed that one back, a little back pass to try to keep this pressure on. Seeing that they're still in this thing, they need one soon, they get one now.
Yes! Look at that, pushing forward, committing in the air, challenging in the air. All the things that I've been asking for, you finally did, and look at that. A screamer into the lower left-hand corner. It's a 1-goal deficit once again, Jeff.
UH, I mean, really coming alive. And we cannot stress enough the difficulty of the opponent they are up against here and now. And really making a game here out of this 3rd series. They don't want to go down 3-0. Of course they don't. But Nava has other plans coming in out of nowhere. Just the UFO coming in out of the skies to follow up on this setup from Adverse. Beautiful play.
That's disgusting. That should be illegal. It might be illegal in a couple countries. I'm not sure, but it was still beautiful. Adverse getting it just the beautiful touch off the ceiling there. Oh, but we're not done yet. We are not done yet.
No, we are certainly not. UH, we know anything. This team is not going down without a fight. There's no roll over and die here. They're going to give it 100%, 120% until that very last ball drop. On the defense, Adverse with the lob, Nava with the follow-up. It's almost in. It's so close. The backflip sends it right back out. Holy cow. That's the perseverance I'm talking about. UH there, and their persistence is rewarded with a big key save as we approach the 70-second mark.
Well, come on, UH. Come on, I'm not fanboying for you, but I'm fanboying for you right now. Oh
no! Adverse puts it off the post, and it bounces off of the UH defender. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's not your fault.
No, that's just a bad bounce. Like that's just the way the ball bounces sometimes. Unfortunately for UH, it's fallen in UTA's favor more often than not here today.
Yeah, but I mean, they're still showing some great play. They're showing some great synergy. And there are moments when they do break out and they get some constructed plays. They're looking pretty darn impressive. So just remember who they're playing. They're playing the returning champions with the same squad. And yeah, they're still putting up a hell of a performance. I don't care what anybody says.
Agree. I mean, and this is kind of a steel sharpening steel type of scenario. So UH are just going to be that much sharper going through the rest of the season after having to face arguably their toughest opponent right out of the gate. And putting up one heck of a showing. 15 seconds left. UTA will walk away with a 3-0 victory. But, I mean, UH performed very well. They might be able to get one in here. Oh, Yepika sent wide. Too much pressure from the defense. They got bumped. It just kind of forced the bad angle. As that ball's up, Adverse might try to put in a sixth here at the 0-second mark. It's going down the other way. Nava was actually the one carrying the ball on their hood towards the blue goal. Sent back. Nava in the air. Ball's
it's not done.
It's not done. Oh, wow. What a game. What a performance. What a team. University of Texas at Arlington showing us that they have not lost stride whatsoever as we continue into through 2021, looking as strong as ever here in the fall tournament.
Yeah, 9 shots for Hawaii with 50% conversion rate. UTA a little bit higher, but still, that was some quality rocket league. I mean, car ball, whatever you want to call it. I've been calling it rocket ball. I don't know why I keep saying
I
this.
like it.
I mean,
like it.
It's rocket ball, but it's car
coin your
ball
own
and
term.
rocket league.
Just coin your own term, Billy. Just be fearless. Like it's good.
I mean,
it's good. I love it.
You know, I'm fearless when it comes to that thing, but still, UTA looking very sharp here in the beginning of season 3. University of Hawaii, though, they might be a dark horse team come playoff time because they held their own in certain phases of this entire series, Jeff. There was moments where UTA were trying to score and they just couldn't get it done. Sometimes it was a lucky crossbar. Sometimes it was a great defensive effort. Sometimes it was a great defensive rotation coming out from Hawaii. Now, if Hawaii can turn that great defensive presence and kind of shift it around and give us a little bit more of that on the offensive side, they might be scary come end of season.
I mean, proving that they belong in the upper echelon with UTA and RIT and the top dogs here in EGF. I agree 100%. UH, should not feel ashamed about this game at all. Once again, I mean, facing such a tough, perhaps the toughest squad, and right out of the gate here in season 3. But I mean, we got to turn our focus back onto the Mavericks. UTA looking as strong as ever. Dominant performance from them here today, and we're gonna get to talk to them. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we will have somebody from the winners. We're gonna speak with UTA and get their thoughts on this match. We'll see you in a moment. And we are here with Saba from University of Texas Arlington. Congratulations on a strong start to the season. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So we were talking a little bit before we went live here that y'all are building a new facility out there at UTA.
Yeah,
go ahead. I mean, I was just curious. You're looking forward to it, and how do you think it'll help the squad?
Yeah, it's exciting to think about, to be honest. We've practiced in person a couple times, but I think to be able to compete in person with each other is a whole different feel. We haven't really got to do yet. Being able to fist bump each other, after we score goals and win games, I think is something I'm looking forward to.
Wow, y'all with even stronger synergy. I think that is a scary prospect to every competitor here in this league.
Yeah, I think it's be something the other teams would not be excited for.
I'm looking forward to it personally.
Yeah.
All right. Before I ask about what you guys did in the off season, any competition you guys were in, let's talk about the emergency break goal that you just stopped on a dime. I mean, I'm calling that my goal of the week. I played soccer. Take me through that play, please.
Yeah. I told Ad, I was like, I'm mid. I think I just passed him the ball too, right? I think I gave him the ball. Did I give him a go? Yeah, I played soccer too. And yeah, he gave it back to me. I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here. Like, I just knew he was gonna pop in. Like, he's not gonna read it. There's no way. Like, and top corner.
It was perfectly placed.
Yeah.
Like, it was you didn't have to move at all. You just sat there and it bounced right off of your headlight. That was beautiful. Like, that was beautiful.
Yeah, I was laughing. I was like, yeah, that's what I do. Yeah.
That would have been a fist bump goal right there.
Yeah. I got shivers because it was upper 90. I was a goaltender, so I mean, there was no chance, no shot at stopping that one.
Yeah.
But goal aside, off season, what did you guys do to prepare for this upcoming season? Or now that we're here in season 3, have you guys actually met in person yet?
Yeah. Oh yeah, multiple times. I've known these guys for like 2 years now at least. They've all been there since I've been there, so since 2019. So we've gone out to dinners, hung out. We've gone out to arcades and all that kind of stuff. We've done some events before COVID happened, so I've met these guys before, hung out with them and stuff.
Going to free play out there?
Yeah,
I've been there. I live in Dallas, so it's a cool spot. That's awesome, and I mean, no wonder that synergy shows. I mean, it shows in the gameplay. It shows when you're on the pitch. And I mean, it's what results. I mean, the results speak for themselves. So there look like has been one change though coming into this year, and that's a new coach. Who is that? How has that affected your structure and your approach to the game?
Yeah, Alpha. He's a great coach. He's a new coach coming up. I think he has great things coming for him. We actually went over replays, this past week for a couple hours. Really and we're working on that today during our game. What we learned. Trying to inherit that into this, keep putting into scrims and everything. He's taught us things we never really looked at before, so I think it's a good eye opener, and we're learning a lot.
Kind of refining the skill that was already there.
Yeah, just helping everything get a little more pure and more comfortable and easy.
I got a follow up. Oh, sorry.
Shoot, no, by all means, Billy.
I got a follow up question here. So, dominating on the collegiate scene right now. Did you guys do any other tournaments over the summer before I go into my next part of this?
Yeah, we did the CCA Summer Series. We got second.
You got second. Okay.
Yeah.
So, dominating all over the place, or at least very, very high echelon of the game. What's the plan after college? Do you guys do RLCS?
Me and Adverse do. Adverse he's made some of the events, like the regionals. He made it 2 or 3 times. He's on a team right now. Nava, I'm not sure he's competed yet. Me, I've competed and some haven't made it. But yeah, we compete outside of it and all that stuff. And plan on tours.
A trio though. What if you guys? I mean, have you guys as a trio
played?
That's what I'm getting at. Have you guys thought about going to RLCS or at least trying to qualify for RLCS as a trio?
We have not. No, we have not tried that yet.
Hey,
might be something you want to consider.
Yeah, maybe after another year and this new coach, maybe that'll be the thing to push it over the edge.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to seeing you further in EGF and wherever else you choose to compete. It's always a pleasure to watch you play, and really enjoyed you coming on and sharing your insight with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Any shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
Yeah, shout out to my teammates, Nava Ad, all the other guys that were there to support us, Nanji, Hulk, Sen, Minna. Nava's mom is a very good support of the team. She's like a team mom.
Oh.
Yeah, someone who always just gives us meals actually before the games, which is crazy.
Get your orange slices
after my own carbs.
like cookies, like all these nights. Yeah, like after we win, like we've had parties at her house where she hosts them and stuff. Like it's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Oh, fantastic. Well, congrats once again, and well, good luck with the rest of your season.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Well, and that is going to do it for our night. It has been a wonderful day one of Rocket League, Billy.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is what you want to see coming out the gate. I mean, we've had, new teams show up. Sienna was a surprise, a clarion clap out of the East. And now we've seen the returning champions come back to their original form. And maybe they're leveling up again. Maybe they're evolving to another form. Oh my gosh, I can't believe if they actually get to play in person again, that is going to spell disaster for the rest of the league. Let me just go ahead and put my stamp on that right now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we saw rivalries born, old rivalries take place. Future champions starting to rise and previous champions continue to dominate. You couldn't ask for more from a day one here at EGF. Big shout out to Eon behind the scenes, keeping everything running smooth. And most importantly, thank you all so much for hanging out with us and enjoying some fantastic games today. And well, until next week, look out for each other in game and out. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys. Love y'all.